I can do one wrestling impression. Be a man, Hulk! Be a man! You know I got one for you, the Macho Man Randy Savage! Be a man, Hulk! Yeah! Snap into a Slim Jim! That was my childhood. So I promise I'm only going to be a little crude tonight just because I was told that I should. So Vanny was talking about masturbation and poop a little bit. And it reminded me of this one time where my friends were having an argument. And one of my friends said that he likes to save time in the morning by pooping and masturbating at the same time. And my other friend, his roommate, comes over and they like to argue and he goes, "That's impossible! You can't do that!" And they're like arguing back and forth for a little while. So then I come in and I say, "Whoa, hold on. It depends on what your definition is, you know? Because everybody knows the difference between I've got nothing to do today and holy shit, I'm late for work!" I was having dinner with my friend and his girlfriend the other night, and she was asking me about this girl I had been seeing, and I said, "Oh, well, you know, she was really looking for something more serious than me, and so we had to break it off." And she said, "Oh, that's too bad." And I was like, "Yeah, I know. I was really hoping we could hook up for a while," but she wasn't into that. She was like, "Well, at least you're not wasting your time." At which point my buddy and I looked at each other and started cracking up. It's like, wasting your time? When you're eating pea soup every night for dinner and someone offers you a steak, it doesn't have to be the steak you're going to eat every night for the rest of your life. You just want some steak. Because every night you're eating pea soup, that pea soup gets a little spicier until one day you close your laptop and you go, "Oh my God, what have I done?" My name is Alex Kirkwood. I would like to thank the VFW for having me here tonight. I would also especially like to thank any veterans here for your service. I really appreciate that. Yeah, round of applause, please. I'd like to thank Eric for helping organize all of this. So I'm at a bar the other day, and I walk up to go into the bathroom, and the door says vacant. So I walk in there all confident, like I'm going to the bathroom. But there's a guy standing there, and I'm like, oh man. And it's one of those terrible situations because it's like, I just walked in on someone in the bathroom, but at the same time, it's his fault. He left the door unlocked, right? So I turn around and I look at this girl, and she makes eye contact with me. I'm like, she understands. So I'm standing there thinking about all the other times I've had awkward situations in the bathroom, which happens more than you might think. Like usually when I'm at work, I go into the bathroom to daydream, and I'll like be thinking I'm a superhero or something like Superman while I'm peeing. And then someone will walk into the bathroom and I'll be like, I wasn't pretending I'm Superman. My doctor said that it's really good to stretch like that while you pee. Like I would do anything my doctor says. Aren't doctors weird though? I went to the doctor 2 weeks ago because I had strep, and I was like, I have strep throat. And he was like, "Do you want some Vicodin?" And I was like, Vicodin for strep throat? I had a plantar's wart like a few months ago, and I went in to see him, and he was like, "This is gonna hurt for a little bit." And he freezes it. I'm like, "That didn't hurt that bad. I'm a tough guy." And I like walk out of there, and I'm like, "It stings a little." And then I get home, and it stings a little more. And then I go to work, and I'm like, "Man, he said it was gonna hurt a little. Why didn't he offer me any Vicodin that time?" So he's like, "I have strep throat," and he's like, "Do you want some Vicodin?" I was like, "No, thank you." And he's like, "Do you want some Vicodin?" I was like, "No, thank you." The third time, he's like, "Look, Vicodin's usually 100 for a pill, 100 for 100 pills, but if you get 200, I'll cut it down to 150. I was like, when did the doctor start giving out price breaks? Seriously, doctors are weird, mine especially. I went in there after a physical, and he was like, "Alex, we need to talk about your blood results, Alex." I was like, "What's up, doc?" I was like, "I'm dying, aren't I?" And he was like, "Well, according to the results, your BMI," and as soon as he said BMI, I was relieved. I was like, "Oh, he's just gonna tell me I'm fat." I was like, "That's fine." And he's like, "Well, actually, according to the results, you are obese." And I was like, "Oh! I've known that ever since the last time I stepped on a scale, and instead of telling me how much I weighed, it told me to get off." You know how most people put on their shirt after they brush their teeth because they don't want to get toothpaste on their shirt? I have to put my shirt on after I put my shoes in case I throw up while I'm putting my shoes on. It's not. So my shirts let me know how overweight I am. I'm going to put my shirt on the other day, and I hear this little voice going, "No, please, not me!" I'm like, what was that? So I look down. Nothing. So I keep putting my shirt on. I think, please, wear the blue one you put me on yesterday! And I look down, and it's one of my stretched out buttonholes screaming for mercy. Button-down shirts are hard. I never understood those guys that wore the shirt with the button at the top and then the rest is open, until I had a big gut and I sat down and my buttons are like popping off. I'm like, oh, it's very freeing. My boss at work is always complaining because she's like, "Alex, your shirt does not cover the back, Alex. When you lean forward, I can see your lower back, Alex. It's disgusting." I'm like, well, what do you want? I can cover the front of the back. I think I made the right decision. I told my mom that story. She's like, "That's disgusting!" Your mom's like the only one that can call you disgusting, right? If someone else said that to you, you'd be like, "What? I'm disgusting?" Like, you know, my friends will always be like, "Aren't you afraid when you act like that in public that people are going to think you're weird?" Kind of hurts a little bit. But really, I'm like, no. Because if they do, then they're getting the right idea. I wish they would just say, like, "Can you stop acting like a crazy asshole? Because I don't want to be the person seen with the crazy asshole." I mean, I would ignore them, but at least I could respect them for their honesty. We can't control who we are, though, right? You know? I like to consider it like internal and external Alex. Like, best example I can think of is when I'm sitting at home at night eating Oreos, and I peel the box open. My internal Alex is like, "Two will do." But then external Alex is like, I get about halfway through the box, and internal Alex is like, "Drop the Oreos on the ground!" So I do it, because I'm scared and I follow authority. But then external Alex is like, "Shh, I'm a rebel." My roommates hate it when I drop Oreos on the ground. Apparently it attracts ants. I live with this elderly couple in their 60s, and it's pretty cool for the most part. But sometimes the lady's a little nosy. Like, I'll be getting home from work, and you know, like when you get home from work after the traffic, you just want to chill out for a little while. But she'll be like, "How was your day?" And it's like, "Oh, well, I'm glad someone cares. It was fine, thank you." "Are you dating anyone?" No. Answer's the same as yesterday. I'm still single. And she's like, "Well, it's probably how fat you are." Like, oh, thanks. You know, and the questions keep coming, and eventually it's just like, "Get off my back, Mom!" My mom is seriously so nosy. There used to be this permanent dent in my brother's blinds, and I never understood what it was until one day. You can see everything from here. One time I was smoking weed with some of my friends and my brother. I was in like high school, and my mom's looking through the blinds on the phone with my sister going, "What are they doing out there? They're in the car, but they're not going anywhere." So we got out of my car, went into my friend's car to be more comfortable, and she was like, "Now they're in Joe's car, but they're still not going anywhere." Once my girlfriend came over to dump me. I should stop saying girlfriend. It's been like 2 years. I've been told it's getting a little creepy. But anyway, she comes over to dump me, and there my mom is, signature position behind the blinds, on the phone with my sister going, "Don't tell anybody." That's like my mom's catchphrase, "Don't tell anybody." But it's like a useless catchphrase because she tells everybody herself. She's like, "Don't tell anybody, but I think she's gonna break up with them." Yeah! Like, I walk into the house to a bunch of phone calls and text messages from half my family being like, "Sorry about your breakup, Alex." Like, I hadn't even realized, I was like, I got broken up with. I can just picture my mom when I leave for work in the morning going through my room, like one of my shirts in her hands, going, on the phone with my sister, of course. Yeah, Erica, he's getting so fat. All his buttonholes are stretched out. I have a pretty good idea that that's what she says because that's what she says to me. I'm one of those moms that's like, you know, you're getting really fat. You don't have a good job. You're fat. You live with us. Nobody's going to want to date you. Here, have some cake. My dad's no better, though, because, like, at least my mom's annoying in a loving way. My dad's just permanently angry. And so, like, I'll come home and be like, Dad, you have diabetes. You know you're not supposed to be eating apple turnovers. It's not an apple turnover. It's arugula. For those of you that don't know, arugula are mini apple turnovers. The thing is, if you eat 6 of them, it's not any better. It's terrible. I not only live with, but I work with my dad. Well, work for, but, you know, we're working on that. But it's terrible because, like, we'll be driving home from work and he'll be like, put on Spotify, I want to see if I can stump it. And, like, he thinks he's going to stump it. But he only has, like, classic rock songs, and they're not exactly obscure. But he'll, like, name song after song, and I'll be like, all right, let me plug my phone in. And he's like, don't plug your phone in, I have Bluetooth. My dad's obsessed with Bluetooth. He thinks it's, like, the greatest thing ever, but he has no idea how it works. So he'll be like, directions, home. Directions, home. And I'll be like, Dad, I got the directions right here. He's like, no, my car will do it. One time, random aside, we were on it was Mother's Day, we were on our way to go to the museum for my mom. And I'm like, Dad, I got the directions on my phone. He's like, no, my car knows. So we're driving there. We're on a dirt road going up a hill, and he still won't admit that he doesn't know where he's going. So we get to the top of the hill, and he literally has to back up. And yet he refuses any kind of help from modern technology, although his car knows where I'm going. So anyways, we're driving home, and I finally get home, and let's just say I'm excited that the day's over. I walk in, my mom's like, how was your day? And I'm like, Mom, I can't deal with this right now. So I walk past her, because she committed the grave offense of caring about me. I walk upstairs, and I'm just excited, because I know they're going out. So I whip out my phone. I'm getting ready to research some pea soup recipes, if you know what I'm saying. And I break out the phone and the headphones, and, like, I'm not really sure what part of me is into the foreplay aspect of masturbation, but I told that guy to get the heck out of here. I skip ahead to the fake female orgasm, and I go to town. But then all of a sudden, the volume cuts out. Like, what is going on? So I turn it up, nothing. I unplugged the headphones, nothing. Then I realize, Bluetooth. Needless to say, my dad's never asked me to hook my phone up to his car after that. So anyways, there I am at the bar, waiting to go into the bathroom. And this guy comes out, and I'm like, you didn't lock the door. And he's like, looks at me and walks away. I'm like, yeah. So I walk in there, close the door behind me, lock it because I'm a civilized human being, walk over, start peeing, turn my head to the left. There is a man there. This is not a private restroom. I just locked myself in a bathroom with a stranger. And he's like, it's all yours, man. I'm like, wait, I didn't know it was a public bathroom. Thank you guys so much.